All right, welcome to Capricorn season. Wow, December 21st to January 19th. Mark that down. We're going to talk about it. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta, in Canada, helping you navigate life's energies. All right, Capricorn, the sea goat. I remember back in 2008 when Mandela effects kind of started happening. If you're familiar with Mandela effects, if you don't know what that is, just research it later. But that's when things suddenly changed in the simulation, in this reality we live in, into the sea goat. And I'm like, what? This is bunk. So, like, whoever thought of the mountain goat being in the sea? I don't know. But Capricorn is a strange zodiac sign because it is the middle of up here is like all the other frequencies in the, let's say, the 5D, 7D, whatever up here. And then we've got our 3D Earth here that we are in sort of frequency. And Capricorn is the bridge between the two worlds. So that's kind of interesting. All right. So we're going to pull some cards. We're going to do astrology. And we're going to talk about what Capricorn season means for you, from Aries to Pisces. Let's pull one card for everybody for the whole season. Everybody, whether you're an Aries, a Virgo, a Leo, doesn't matter. This is for everyone. I'm going to pull from the jumbo playing cards. You may have these cards at home yourself, just a regular, I used to play cribbage a lot growing up. Watching the Flintstones. Ooh, that's another Mandela effect too. Okay, so let's pull a card for everyone for Capricorn season. Ooh, Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. This is a magical card indeed. So very esoteric. And so, like I said, Capricorn season is that bridge between the outer worlds and things and this 3D plane we live in. And the Ace of Spades is a secret being revealed as well. And so we should hear something about that. There is a pursuit of magic here. There's a transformational feeling here too. It could be a lot of us are transforming our lifestyle in some way. And we'll dive deeper for you what that means in each sign. Okay, but you could start by thinking, what were you doing in 1994 and 1995? I'm 47 years old, and so what was I doing in 94, 95? I was in grade 10 and 11, and a lot of transformations happened there. I moved schools, I moved to the high school. All sorts of things happened in 94 and 95 for sure. So think about that, because that's going to be coming up right now here, as Mars, the go-go planet, has moved into Capricorn on December 15th, a couple days ago, it moved into, because I'm recording this, by the way, on December 18th. Okay. But Capricorn season goes from December 21st to January 19th. So anyways, think about what were you doing back in 1994, 1995, all the changes that happened in particular in those years, because this sort of vibe is coming up again, and the Ace of Spades is here. Now, secrets being revealed as well, we're going to be finding out a lot of new things, so stay tuned for that. That should be interesting. Maybe some disclosures and weird stuff happening, every day there's something new and weird in this reality we live in, that's for sure. Okay, so if you wanted to know all the playing card meanings, I do offer that in my Destiny Decoder Guide. It is for sale. It's an e-guide, and it has how to, basically it shows you how to become your own psychic medium, so you don't have to hire anybody or go for readings anymore. You can do your own reading. And also the Destiny Decoder comes for free in my academy, the Cards and Stars Academy, as well, where we talk about all the things of the Ace of Spades, very esoteric, spiritual, learning about the cards and the stars and everything in between, the numerology, spiritual stuff. And we practice together every Wednesday on Zoom. So check that out. A description to the Cards and Stars Academy is below. All right, let's get started. Aries to Pisces, starting with Aries. All right, Aries, check it out. Okay, so Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. Well, Capricorn with the sun, let's find that sun. Where is the, right there, that that circle with the dot in it right here. This is all Capricorn section for you in your 10th house of career, fame, and reputation. Okay, Aries, you're quite popular lately, you know. And it goes on into January 19th, and that it so basically the rest of December and then January, you have this 10th house activation. Popularity, reputation, stuff about career too is coming up again. And you could think back to 1994, 95. Aries, what was going on in your career and what kind of changes with maybe the people and all those kind of things. And that kind of feeling is coming back again here, the vibe of 94, 95. Okay, so that looks interesting. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the full moon coming on January 3rd. And so that full moon is over here, down here, right there, that big full moon in Cancer in your fourth house, and it's at 13 degrees, which adds up to 4. Very interesting. Double 4 for you, Aries, which in numerology, the 4 is about stability, security, and being in the fourth house of home and family. There's some kind of culmination of the full moon, the energy, maybe something ending within your home or in the career. So with endings come new beginnings. So I could say that, Aries, you are having maybe some career changes here in some way, and maybe some home changes too. So Jupiter is right next door to that moon. It looks like a 4 here. That Jupiter is very helpful. It likes being in Cancer. It's in your fourth house of home family, giving you protection there as well. And you could be hearing something about your parents too, because that can happen in the fourth house, your ancestors, maybe family stuff. Maybe some secrets are revealed about your heritage, your family, your ancestors, and things like that. Growing up could be a thing as well. You know, remember we had that Ace of Spades at the very beginning here, where secrets are revealed, the pursuit of magic, and a transformation of lifestyle. Could be a transformation to somehow within your real estate, your home and family, and of course, your work and meeting new people maybe through that as well. Because look at Pluto for the next 18 years is right there. That Pluto in your 11th house of the people. Definitely you've already started having whole new people in your life, Aries, as well. And you know, there's always going to have the benefactors, I like to call it, in the 11th house. And I would say you're transforming 2 areas in new hopes, dreams for the future in that 11th house too. And Pluto is transforming that, because Pluto is a very transformative planet. So it's transforming the people, the humans you hang out with, new friends, new acquaintances, new networks, could be new job people as well, right? New career people as well. So the people that surround you are definitely changing here as well. Not just now in Capricorn season, but Pluto says for the next 18 years. So that looks interesting, Aries. Okay, let's stop the share and we'll pull some cards for you, Aries. All right. Got my Christmas tree in the back. Okay, so we're going to pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These are for sale, Aries, on my website, www.themoontree.org. They come as a set with a tracking number, and I send them from Canada. All right, and Lenormand is its own system. It's not Tarot, it's not Oracle, it's its own thing. From France, le français. Okay, let's see, Aries, for you in Capricorn season. What could we know? Oh, a nice card to get the key, the solution. It's very spiritual, esoteric too, and mixed with that Ace of Spades that we talked about at the very beginning of this video, right? For everyone, I could see you doing a lot more spiritual stuff, getting more spiritual, getting jiggy with it when it comes to your spirituality, right? And maybe your inner child, your trauma, and connections. There's connections with people, connections with your inner self, connections to spirit, connections to the universe. And this could be the keys to that new home, because we had that full moon illuminating something in your fourth house of home and family. So it could be having to do with real estate in some way as well for you, Aries. So that should be cool indeed. But in all, the key in Lenormand is these solutions. It's an aha moment. It's okay, I get it now. I know, things are looking up too, Aries. If you've been feeling like things were a little blucky for the last few months, well, you've already felt that things are starting to rise into your favor, and new cool experiences have been happening to you, Aries. So that looks good indeed. The key solutions. Number 33, a very esoteric number, a master number two in numerology. Mixed with that ace of spades, like I said, you're getting pretty spiritual, Aries. So that looks good. Okay, and then we'll pull one more card for you from the other one that you get with the set, the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. All right, let's see. We'll knock 3 times and shuffle for Aries. What can Aries know for Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th? Writing heals me. Ooh, this could be about journaling. This could be you receiving a message in some way. But writing heals you. This could be journaling your dreams, maybe, or journaling your hopes and dreams of the future with the Pluto in that 11th house of the future. And but writing, and this is also a sign to make sure you get all your stuff in writing, right? Words mean nothing. It has to be in writing when it comes to those important things. But writing heals me in some way. Could be that you come across some old letters from your ancestors or something like that too, with that fourth house of home and family activation full moon we talked about too for that. So you never know, you might find something, a new surprise in writing of something, maybe some old love letters that grandma wrote to grandpa or something like that. We just don't know. But writing heals me. Keep that in mind, Aries. And if you'd like your own personal reading, come see me at www.themoontree.org. Bye, Aries. All right, Taurus rising, those with their moons in Taurus. What's in store for you for Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th? All right, so let's look at your chart. I will share the screen and find your Taurus chart here. There it is. All right, Taurus. Okay, so we do have this full, you know what? I'm not going to talk about the full moon yet. Let's talk about all the Capricorn stuff. Where's that all happening? Right here. Check it out. We got the sun and Venus, your planet Taurus. We got Mercury in there. We got Mars in there. Wow, lots of planets in Capricorn here in your 9th house of expansion and learning something new or teaching. The 9th house is very much about expanding your horizons, and that can mean going on a trip. You know, when we go traveling and we come back with a whole different view on the world, for example, Taurus, or it could be you publishing something, maybe art or a book or an ebook or whatever, your own tarot cards. You're right. Publishing something can be up there. Higher learning can be a thing too. I mean, you could be going to a course or college or getting your master's degree or anything like that in the 9th house too. But often it means too, like more acquaintances with people from afar, foreign travel, foreign affairs, things like that. And Taurus, for some, the 9th house is the justice house, meaning there could be some legal agreements that you're working on here. Legalities, the court system in some way too, Capricorn. So this has a lot to do with, expanding your horizons. So sometimes things can feel difficult at first, but it's all for a reason, in order for you to grow and expand in that 9th house. So I would suggest, getting back into those maybe courses you started taking. When we buy a course online and then it just goes into our files and we forget about it. Well, it could be good to read that book again, pull up the course again, go back and read that, right? We get the full moon on January 3rd right here in your 3rd house with Jupiter there, giving you luck. 3rd house is about your siblings. The full moon is highlighting something, illuminating something, maybe causing sort of an end to a chapter here in your 3rd house. And this can be about your neighborhood. Some of you Taurians maybe be actually moving to a different neighborhood. It could be that it's the end of your vehicle. Third house matters. Your vehicle, it's the end. It's time to get a new one, maybe, right? Or it could be the end. You're finally done making payments on your vehicle. Woo, that's nice indeed. It could be illuminating something too with your siblings, and Jupiter's there to bring you good luck, and Jupiter loves being in Cancer. So there's a homey vibe here too. It could be that you are busy, that week of January 3rd full moon. Your house is busy, or you're getting more invitations, maybe more texts. Okay, maybe your brothers and sisters are talking to you more as well. So there's lots of activity here. Back and forth trips, maybe short trips for you, Taurus, as well, during the January 3rd week where the full moon happens here. Okay, but all in all, there is a little bit of travel, a little bit of movement there, and a lot about learning something new for you, Taurus. And so that looks cool indeed. Oh, look at Taurus. We've got this Saturn's just about getting a Neptune, but that happens in February. So we'll save that for February, this little clumping here. But this will be a big deal. So come back and watch me again for your February forecast, and we'll talk about that. Okay, let's stop the share, Taurus. Okay, now let us pull some cards for you, Taurus. We'll pull from the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These are available on my website, www.themoontree.org. If you are interested, Taurus, they come as a set with a tracking number. And we'll pull for you from the blue Lenormand ones first. Now, Lenormand is its own system. It's not tarot, it's not oracle, although we did kind of make ours a little bit like oracle cards. But see that ninth house activation with the sun and Capricorn, all those things in Capricorn, and the ninth house of expanding your horizons and travel and education. Well, look, we got the ship in Lenormand. The ship is all kinds of movement, right? It can be commercial too. It could be for some of you Taurus people, and you own your own business. You are selling more to foreign people in the ninth house, right? People across the pond, right? Foreign people, called different cultures, things like that, different countries. It could be. And of course, this can literally mean a trip for you, Taurus, here in Capricorn season, because the ninth house can mean travel, long distance travel, and that ship can definitely mean that too. So it's a double indication that you are moving both physically and spiritually and metaphorically. And definitely it looks like there's a big trip for you, Taurus, here, especially Taurus risings in Capricorn season. So that looks cool, right? Business, movement, trip, could be education, moving forward in your life, because when we get educated, we learn a skill, for example, we're able to get, better work or better pay or better opportunities for movement in our lives too. So I just want to put that out there. Okay. I got a hair in my mouth. There. Okay. All right, so now let's pull for you, Taurus, from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. And remember, these do come as a set. They always come together, kind of I call it the husband and wife team, but it really has no gender. But all right, so let's look for you, Taurus. Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. What's in store for Taurus? All that movement, expansion, expanding our horizons. I am secure, right? It can feel overwhelming to have all these changes and all this movement and all these trips and all these things happening and busy. So, I am secure. It's important to stay with it, that root chakra. You can't see it here, but it's at the very bottom. It's your feet and your legs, and that in it's stability, security. I am secure. 1 plus 0, right? This is number 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. The number of beginnings too, right? There's a new flavor here for you, Taurus. I mean, we are coming to the new year here soon and all sorts of stuff, right? So feeling secure through all of it. So working on that root chakra and anything from a tree, sandalwood, cinnamon bark, abora vitae, those essential oils can be very helpful to ground yourself. It could be a case of getting one of those grounding blankets for your bed. It's a sheet that kind of plugs into the mouth of the plug-in and it grounds it, and it's very good for sleep and helping you with the energy and stuff like that. And what else do I like to use for grounding? Oh, stones, of course. Black tourmaline. I actually have a really big one here. I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, this is a nice big one. Got this from Christy one time. She was medium. And I bought this from her. Oh my God, it's like the best. Right now, it'd be so expensive to buy this, but at the time, it was such a good deal. Look at this big piece of black tourmaline. This kind of stuff, Taurus, is what you want for Capricorn season to help you stay grounded through all this movement, all this change. Smoky quartz, black tourmaline, things like that. Things that are dark and even dark red, like the dark jasper, dark red jasper rocks and things like that. You could carry them with you. You could put them in your brassiere, you could put them in your pocket, you could sleep with them underneath, or you could just have them near you like I do. Whatever floats your boat and blows your hair back, Taurus. But we want to stay grounded through all these changes. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for you today, Taurus. See you in the next one. All right, welcome Gemini, Gemini rising, those with their moons in Gemini. It's your turn to know what's happening for you in Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right, Gemini, let's share the screen. I'll show you the astrology and then we will pull some cards for you. Okay, Gemini, there you are. Okay, so Capricorn season here happens in your 8th house. Check it out. All this clumping, all this stuff. This is all for you. Capricorn season, 8th house, lots of transformation here. We did pull that Ace of Spades at the very beginning of this video for everyone, which was the pursuit of magic and transformation of lifestyle. And the 8th house can hold a lot of esoteric, spiritual sort of magic in there too. You could be interested at this time during Capricorn season, Gemini, in astrology or card reading or secrets of the universe in some way, esoteric knowledge. But the 8th house is also very much about money. And I mean your other money, like from your spouse or from the government or your loans or your investments. And so you could be definitely looking at all those things. It could be that there is some of your investments are doing very well and maybe it's time to sort of skim off the top or whatever, you know what I mean? Talking to your financial advisor, looking at those things and maybe redoing that. Can also be a good time to look at your will. If you don't have a will, get one. And if you do have a will, it could be a good idea to review it and revise it and make sure it's all up to date. For you, Gemini, this has a lot to do with spousal things. I mean, divorce things, or you know what I mean, like alimony things, and could be like child, like what's that called? Like child tax or things with the children. Geez, my words aren't coming to me today. Child support. I was trying to think of the word. But yeah, anyways, 8th house can hold a lot of that other money for the future. And a good time to look at your loans in payback and paying back that Visa, MasterCard as best you can and kind of making a plan when it comes to your future finances. Very 8th house matters indeed. Now, we get a full moon right across from that 8th house in your 2nd house of money. So full moon, January 3rd. Okay. Jupiter's blessing you there too. So this is in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Now, your 2nd house is about your other money too. So you are on the money line here in Capricorn season, Gemini. I would expect some kind of money. You know what? On that January 3rd, when this full moon happens, okay, that week, you probably will find some completion on maybe some money you were waiting for over here in the eighth house. Let's say you had a divorce. I'm just making up stuff here, but let's just pretend you had a divorce and you've been waiting for some money on the divorce or waiting for things to get settled on the divorce money wise or whatever. Well, I'm going to assume that in that second house of money and the full, because full moons sort of mean a completion phase and stuff, Gemini. So it could be then. So those kind of contracts, commitments, things like that. It could be just that your way of making money changes a little bit in some way too. Who knows, but it does have to do with your resources and your money. But also, Gemini, deeper than money, it's your self-worth. This is coming up into play here, how much you value yourself. So remember, Gemini, the more you value yourself, the more others do too. Because I wanted to show you this one here, Pluto, this big planet of well, it's a little planet, but it's big transformation. It's a little but mighty planet. It moved into Aquarius not too long ago, and it's here for 18 more years or so in your ninth house of expanding your horizons here, Gemini. So, part of expanding your horizons is self-worth, self-value. That's going to be highlighted here during Capricorn season for you too. So remember, the more you value yourself, the more money and resources and all the great things of this 3D world will come to you. And then next month in February, we're going to have these two, Saturn and Neptune, coming together. Saturn slowly making its way to Neptune. On February 20th, they will shake hands at the same degree. We'll talk about that in February for you, Gemini, and what that means, but it has a lot to do with your career. So 10th house, I wouldn't be surprised, if we're changing or something is majorly shifting in the career zone for you, Gemini. But we'll talk more about that in February. Okay, but for now, let's stop the share and pull some cards for you, Gemini, for this Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right, so we will pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. They come as a set together on my website, www.themoontree.org. If you're interested, Gemini, and they come with a tracking number, and they are sent from Canada. Okay, so let's pull from the blue Lenormand for Gemini. And Lenormand is not tarot, it's not oracle cards, it is its own system. It's French Lenormand originally. Okay, Gemini, what's happening for you during Capricorn season? Look, the money card. There is a money stuff. This is your other money, the bear, power. It's that other money we talked about in the eighth house, which Capricorn season is highlighting for you. Money for the future, financial power. But it can also mean the power, because that second house, so second and eighth house, money line here for you. And this bear has a lot to do with what goes in your mouth, self-value, muscle training. So working on your physique, working on your diet, working on the physical properties of yourself, Gemini, can help a lot with your money, your self-worth, making good decisions, and for your future. So that looks good indeed. The bear, power. This can be what goes in your mouth. What are you eating? Food is fuel. This can mean strength training, especially as we get older, right? I'm 47. It's important for women too to strength train in some way, do push-ups and work with the muscles in your body, that kind of thing, right? It's very important for the hormones and for keeping up the calcium and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's nutrition and it's strength. Physicality too can help with all this stuff in Gemini going on with your money and self-worth and values line. Okay. Very important. Now let's pull from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle for Gemini in Capricorn season. All right, this is for Gemini. Nope. My thoughts are clear. Number 11. Ooh, number 11 always reminds me of new chapter, right? Number 11, my thoughts are clear. Keeping those thoughts clear, staying away from the negative thoughts too, and keeping things clean in your body. We talked about that. Your thoughts are clear. You can use selenite wands, Lemurian quartz. Just go like this around your head. The cobwebs, dissolve all the cobwebs. My thoughts are clear for my future, for my money, for my finances, that kind of thing. So that looks good, Gemini. Come see me for a reading. www.themoontree.org. See you in the next one. Welcome, Cancer rising, those with their moons in Cancer, to Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. I'm one of you, Cancer, because I'm a Cancer moon and a Cancer rising. So totally vibe with you. So let's look at our chart first, and then we'll pull some cards. All right, let's see, Cancer. Okay, Capricorn season. All the energies happening in our 7th house of relationships, one-on-ones, the people, our audience, our clients, those one-on-one people, our spouse, 7th house, right? Our best friends, things like that. Lots of energy there. Could be a little bit about sometimes there's a negative connotation to the 7th house, negative peoples in some cases, but I don't like to focus on negative. I think that's lame. So we're going to focus on the good stuff of the 7th house. This can mean that for some Cancerians, we're really working on the relationship. Do we want to stay in this relationship? Do we want to go in this relationship? And I don't just mean a lover's relationship or a marriage relationship. I'm also talking all the relationships that are contracts and commitments, such as business partnerships, such as contracts and commitments with the credit card company you're with, the satellite. Do you still need the satellite, the Sirius satellite in your vehicle? Or do you find you're just always listening to the radio? Whatever. Like those contracts, commitments in the 7th house too. So Cancer, we're definitely reviewing and deciding. And Mars there, that's the one with the little arrow here, that Mars wants to sever and cut and with his sword anything that no longer serves us. But we do have some love here with Venus right next to the sun in the 7th house. This can mean some of us are taking a relationship to the next level, okay? So you're either ending it or taking it to the next level. Can be quite a big thing here in the 7th house. Now, this can mean new clients come our way as well, which is always exciting because I like business stuff. So, seeing this looks nice. Could see some new business. And since Capricorn is related to Saturn, we can also look what Saturn doing. It's over here with coming up to Neptune in the 9th house. So could be new foreign affairs, foreign people that are our clients, cultures, new foreign cultures, things like that across the pond, so to speak, coming into our world, that we're making new contracts and commitments, international contracts, perhaps international people coming our way, more activity from, from countries far away than the one you live in right now, right? So that looks interesting indeed. Now, we do get the full moon on January 3rd, which is right across that 7th house in our 1st house. So full moon in our 1st house of the self, Cancer, is a big thing. For the full moon in Cancer, January 3rd, that week could be a big aha moment week. The full moon wants to illuminate, wants to end something, maybe end a chapter in some way. So there could be some endings with the contracts, commitments, as I said, but it's also just the way you do relationships now, Cancer, is changing. You're just not doing the things the same old way that you used to do when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your body. All sorts of things are changing. This is a chapter reset for Cancerians indeed. And Jupiter's there bringing us luck, right? And bringing us protection and having us really think about what's good for us when it comes to our body, what's good for us when it comes to our relationships, what's good for us when it comes to our contracts and commitments. And we're really starting to feel that and decide, what is what's what. And it can, I'm sensing a lot of Cancers are going to be moving as well with this energy, which we'll talk about this energy in February when Saturn catches up to Neptune at the same degree, February 20th. We'll talk about that 9th house activation, what that means for you, but it's definitely about expanding your horizons in some way. And that can be through travel, through moving, or through education. We'll talk about that later in February, okay, Cancer? But definitely right now you're going through a big shift in your relationships and the way you do relationships and yourself and things like that. And the balance between the give and take, and all that stuff is coming up right now, Cancer. And it's kind of a whole new you. I I hate that saying, new year, new me, blah blah blah. Like, it's so like cheesy, but in this case, Cancer, it is kind of a whole new you, new me, January 3rd, right? Full moon. It's just funny. All right, let's stop the share and let's pull some cards for Cancer. We will pull from our decks the Power of Eight Chakra Lenormand and the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. These are available on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested, Cancer. All right, let's pull some cards. So blue Lenormand, see for Cancer, in Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. Whoa, that didn't take long. I hardly had to shuffle. 2 cards came up. Wishes and dreams, star, hopes, and the love. See, there is a lot about what do we wish for and aspire to when it comes to love and our relationships and the way we do relationships, as I said before. So there's a lot of that coming. The stars, your hopes, wishes, dreams. It could be fame, recognition. You know, it could be that this Cancer full moon on January 3rd brings about a little bit of fame and recognition, maybe within your clients, right? Maybe you'll get some more clients in that 7th house. So it could be a good time to go live and shine. I mean, you got the energy with Jupiter there making you look good, okay? Making you seem positive to the other people, and look a little more famous or a little more likable, right? And so you do have that on your favor here for Capricorn season. So that's exciting. All right. But in any case, it is really, you know, loving yourself, loving your body, loving life, and thinking about those hopes and dreams in the future. And are the relationships you're in right now, whether that's business, love, whatever, are they conducive to growth? The star, right? Okay. So that looks good. Now let's pull one from the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle for you, Cancer, and see for Capricorn season. What does Cancer need to know during Capricorn season? And it says, I quiet my ego. It spikes around the ego. Ego is there to keep you safe. If we didn't have, you know, our reptilian brain, we would get eaten by lions, tigers, and bears. And right, there's always this sense of the ego wants to keep you safe. So sometimes we just want to say, I quiet my ego. Ego, go sit on there. Go sit over there. I need to just do this. I need to do this thing. I need to not be so safe. I need to explore something new that I haven't done before because what I've been doing hasn't been working anyways. But ego's like, well, what if this happens? Or what if this bad thing happens, right? Oh my God, the spikes. What if this happens? And it's like, yeah, but ego, what if this happens? The good things. What if this, and this, these awesome things happen? We'll never know if we don't try, right, ego? So you just go sit down over there for a bit and let me do my thing, okay? Let me try and let me feel the magic, and right? And that I quiet my ego. That's what this card is all about. Okay, so I hope that helps, Cancer. Come see me for a reading, www.themoontree.org. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with the chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'll see you in the next one, Cancer. All right, Leo rising, those with their moons in Leo. What's up for Capricorn season? That's from December 21st to January 19th. Okay, Leo, what we're going to do is we'll pull cards, but first let's look at your astro chart. Okay, I'm going to just share my screen here, Leo. And let's look, where's Capricorn stuff happening? It's happening in your 6th house of day-to-day. Wow, you got so much energy here in your 6th house. This is your day-to-day. This is your health. Lots of activity about your daily life, right? And it's a little busy. Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn's in your 8th house. So your day-to-day life does have a lot to do with your other money too. Leo, I would say that you're still working on stuff about your other money. Let's say you went through a divorce, or let's say you sold your company, or anything like that where you're getting like chunky money, things like that. That's sort of playing out here too in Capricorn season, and it has to do with your day-to-day life. But in other news, it also has to do with your health, and I would suggest keeping an eye on the bones and the teeth. All right, you might have some issues come up there. I want you to remember to mix the 3 trilogy, Leo, the vitamin D drops with the magnesium lotion, not the eating kind, like not the tablets, but the lotion or the spray that you have after your bath. Put that on your skin. So vitamin D, the magnesium lotion, and then calcium-rich foods. I do like to take this powder, by the way, that has all the things in it. I need to show you. I just feel it because you're in the health zone, 6th house. Let's go open my cupboard. Let's show you. It's called moringa powder. I hope you can see that. Moringa powder. Okay. This has all your vitamins. It's organic. It's a dried leaf powder you can get at your, it's got the 17 times the calcium of milk, right? It's got 25 times the iron of spinach, and so on and so on. It's got all the things. It's called moringa powder. It's very good as an addition to mix it in your coffee or mix it in your smoothie, and it's a green powder. It's very, very good, Leo, for you during this 6th house activation of the health, the day-to-day, and your other money as well. So I just want to put that out there. Now, we do get a full moon on January 3rd, which is right here in your 12th house. Okay, so very spiritual here. Also mental health. We're talking here on that January 3rd week, a lot of action on your spiritual and mental health. There's a restful period here. Taking a moment to think about your health, all of the health pieces, the physical health, the emotional health, and the spiritual health. Okay. How do we balance that? Jupiter is bringing you luck there, and Jupiter itself is a spiritual planet. So resting right beside that full moon on January 3rd, that week, you're really going to be feeling some kind of aha moment when it comes to your spirituality and when it comes to your health in general. So that looks good indeed. So yeah, Leo, just take some time to really ponder, rest. Mental health is very important at this time for the full moon. And you know what? It can mean too that you're getting a little more psychic, Leo, here on that week. A little more dreams, maybe psychic prophetic dreams could be a thing as well. Okay, let's stop the share and let's pull some cards for you, Leo. All right, we will pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These are available as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org. All right, Leo, let's pull from the Lenormand. Lenormand is its own system. It's not Oracle. It's not Tarot. It's its own thing, the Lenormand. So this is for Leo in Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right. The commitment, okay. And then also another card popped out too is ending. So some kind of contract or commitment, probably to do within the workplace, by the way, of the 6th house, the way you work and your coworkers is quite often. But if you own rental property, Leo, this can mean the end of that agreement in some kind of thing as well. But I do see a contract and agreement ending here for you, likely to do with the work, something to do with your work. It could even just be that you were working on this project, this contract, and now it's coming to that end on the full moon week, January 3rd. Okay, something is ending with a contract commitment on that full moon, because full moons bring endings. So January 3rd, full moon, right? It was happening in your 12th house. And and that can mean also too, a little bit of the 12th house can mean like your PayPal, your Stripe, how you take money from people online, right? So it could be that, but it does have something to do, I think, with the day-to-day, the work. if it has to do with health, it could be that you are ending a contract or commitment with a certain doctor or medical provider, right? Could be that you're finding a different psychiatrist, maybe, or therapist, or maybe your doctor's going on maternity leave and you're getting a different doctor to take the place of the doctor. So something like that. There is some kind of ending, though. A contract or commitment is ending for you. Okay. And now let's see, Leo, with the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle, taking a closer look. So, yeah, taking a closer look at the day to day, at your health, at, you know, what can we do to improve our day to day life, right? I take a closer look. Let's open my book, okay? I'm feeling my words aren't as good today. Like my words aren't coming out as good today, I noticed. I take a closer look. This emotional situation, Leo, could use a sprinkling of intellectual mind power. It's important to take a closer look at all the complex layers by using both your heart and mind. But to get to those layers, we must pass through the mask, which is the ego that protects us from the pain. So, what we show the world is not always the same how we truly feel behind the mask. We repress our emotions for fear of being judged or abandoned. We're taught that exposure of our feelings is weakness, when in fact, vulnerability, Leo, is the most attractive part of being a human. Once we get a sense of all the layers, we make room for positive transformation. So the affirmation, Leo, for this card is, I use my heart and my mind to analyze the situation and transform it into a better one. Okay? So I hope that helps, Leo. The 12th house, too, with that full moon activation, January 3rd, that week could feel a little difficult. 12th house can be it's a hidden, how we hide things in there, and it can be very spiritual, though, when we let the moon illuminate and transform and open it up to change and transformation in a good, positive way. So hope that helps. Come see me for a reading, www.themoontree.org. All right, Virgo rising, those with their moons in Virgo, welcome to Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. Now, we will pull some cards for you, Virgo, but for now, let's share your screen, your astro chart. And let's look at where Capricorn energy is happening. Ooh, Virgo, this is good for you. We've got the Capricorn energy vibes in your 5th house of fun, of children, of creativity, of hobbies, of sports, all sorts of great stuff in the 5th house. And it can be romance and Venus in there right here, the green Venus there. That's showing a little bit of romance too. But there's good things happening here with your kids. And feeling like a kid again too, Virgo. I think it's a good thing for you to, in Capricorn season, to enjoy the good things, the good vibes of the 5th house. It only happens once a year, right? And so you're getting your time to have that good luck, because 5th house can be good luck in games of chance too, by the way. So if you feel lucky in the lottery, buying a scratch and win, or putting a few coins in the slot machine or whatever, go for it. You can be lucky. But the 5th house is also a lot about being creative. What is it that you maybe used to do? Maybe you played an instrument, maybe you used to do art, maybe you used to do Zumba, maybe you used to do dance. Whatever it was that you used to do and it was fun, that's what you should do right now too in Capricorn season. Okay, Virgo, fun house, 5th house, take advantage of that. There's joy there, there's creativity there, making things too. Saturn runs Capricorn, and Saturn is over here in your 7th house of the contracts, the one-on-ones, the spouse. So it could be fun for single Virgos right now, meeting someone new, maybe your twin flame or whatever, your future marriage partner. There seems to be some luck there surrounding your romance, but there's also luck in your business. If you are an entrepreneur, Virgo, if you own your own business, very good luck here indeed. As well, for making sales, for expansion, for meeting maybe some new people. And we get the full moon on January 3rd, which is in the 11th house of the people right here. So that week, you're really going to feel some vibes around your new hopes and dreams for your business, for your kids, for the future. There's a good vibe here. This is a nice place to be. And the full moon is illuminating something to do with your 11th house of the people. Now, this can mean an end to some old friends or acquaintances. You know how sometimes we get older and then friends sort of drop away in a way, but then new ones come in our lives. Like, this could be a really opportune time where you're just meeting new people. And so they're carrying, because with Cancer running it there, the Cancer zodiac sign, Jupiter is bringing you luck, spirituality to you. It could be that you're meeting new spiritual people too, Cancer. But there's a lot of goodness there, and thinking about your hopes and dreams for the future in the 11th house as well is very good too. So there's luck there, there's fun, there's people. Enjoy the good times, Virgo, that Capricorn season is bringing to you, and those opportunities, okay? Don't let them pass you by, because like I said, the 5th house activation only comes once a year. And for you, it's during Capricorn season. Okay, Virgo, let's pull some cards for you now from the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These are available as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you are interested. All right, so let us pull from the Lenormand first and see. Work. So the fox can also mean a little bit like someone is sly, but I don't like to focus on that. I just don't. I like to focus on this card when I get it, as it's definitely something to do with your work, your employment, especially if you're self-employed, which we talked about. And that 5th house activation can definitely be good vibes coming to you in your self-employment stuff, Virgo, which is very cool. But there could be some new strategies on how you could creatively work on your projects and things like that in the 5th house as well. So it's work or cunning, but the fox is quite strategic as well. Let's pull one more too to go with the fox, just to get a little more context for Virgo in Capricorn season. Okay, so the moon feelings card too. This could be, if the 5th house is activating romance, which it often does, it could mean that you're meeting new people, but watch that some of them aren't, a sly fox, if you know what I mean. Like, take a closer look at the people that you're meeting and giving your heart to and your feelings to as well. This could be strong feelings, and this can also be about fame and reputation with the moon card and Lenormand, having to do with the work that you do. And so becoming a little more likable at work, becoming a little more likable in your business if you own one, that can be a thing too. Adding a little more intuitive strategy to that stuff as well. It could mean that you're falling for someone that you meet at your work or through your work in some way too, because the 5th house can often mean romance too. So, and there's lots of people involved here too. So we'll see what that means. But the fox can mean a little bit sly or cunning, or that kind of vibe too. So, and remember, at the very beginning of this video, we got the Ace of Spades for everyone, and that was secrets being revealed as well, and the pursuit of magic, and something like that too. So if you're single, ready to mingle, just watch for certain people, and watch for their true intentions. Let's pull one more card from the pink ones, the pink Power of 8, for a little more big brother, big sister guidance to go with all that. Okay, All right. I got two cards here for you, both green, heart chakra again. There's something to do with the love here and what you love and things like that. And, um, the fifth house can be about your kids too. I mean, this stuff, Virgo, could be happening to your children or about your children as well. But number one is I nurture Mother Earth, which shows me that this can be about nutrition and getting more vegetables and spirulina and moringa powder and all that kind of greens in your life, nurturing Mother Earth of the dietary. Oh, okay, Virgo. So I got this one, number 37. I forgive the past, heart chakra. Um, so there's a sense of forgiveness probably. On the full moon, it's a good idea to do a forgiveness ceremony. It's good to write down a forgiveness letter to someone who's hurt you really bad. Could be that fox guy or girl or whatever. I don't know. Someone in your past that's real that you, so it still sticks with you, the thing that they did to you. And if you can't think of anything, it could be just forgiving yourself for something. But you write a letter of forgiveness and you burn it under that full moon on January 3rd. It can be very helpful to release and forgive. And it's not to condone the behavior, it's just to let all the energy off of you so that it's easier for you to move ahead without being restrained by these old trauma ties, right? In string theory, oh, never mind. I don't want to get on a big tangent or else this video will be an hour long. So anyways, I forgive the past. 37, 3 plus 7 equals 10, which reduces to 1. 1 plus 0. 1 is a beginning, right? So we need to end certain things too so that we have a good beginning. So forgiving the past is a good thing to do. And realizing that our past was there on purpose to teach us something or to give us new experiences and that we can learn from them. So that's a good thing too. Okay, Virgo, come see me for a reading, www.themoontree.org. But in the meantime, enjoy that fifth house activation of luck, kids, creativity, doing fun things, okay? I'm surprised we didn't get that card. I do fun things. There's literally a card in there that says that. But, doing fun things. And if you get invited to get-togethers or maybe you get invited to the pub or something like that from your friends, you should go and have a little fun in your life. Okay, Virgo, that'll be very good for you indeed during Capricorn season. All right, Libra rising, those with their moons in Libra. Welcome to your Capricorn forecast, December 21st to January 19th. Okay, Libra, so as we can see here, oh, wait, we got to share our screen. I'm going to show you, Libra, your zodiac chart. There it is. Okay, Libra. So we've got a lot of energy in your fourth house of home and family, as we see here. Oops, I accidentally highlighted that with the purple highlight. Sorry about that. I don't know what that. Anyways, so lots of Capricorn energy, as we can see here. Mercury in Capricorn here, Venus and the Sun and Mars there. 12, 13, 14. Look at that. Wow. I gotta sneeze. Wow, Libra. Lots of energy in your fourth house of home and family, real estate. Maybe your home business. Sorry, bless myself. Okay, Gesundheit. Anyways, Libra, so we've got a lot of energy in your fourth house of home and family. Now, this can be your parents as well, Libra, if you have parents that are alive, or it could be some ancestral knowledge coming up here. It could be that you're building a home business, fourth house of home family. It could be that you're buying or selling real estate here. Indeed, we had the new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th, which was in your third house of your community. So I'm not surprised, Libra, if during Capricorn season, it's a time for you to move. It's a time for you maybe to buy and sell real estate. Maybe it's about having a garage sale. Maybe it's about short trips to the place that you grew up. So lots of energy there in the home, family, and stuff that's very close to you, Libra. Okay. Um, it could be Capricorn wants you to take responsibility for something, because Capricorn is very responsible zodiac sign here. So could be you're trying to building something, maybe building or renovating onto your home. And lots of stuff there with this builder's energy with Capricorn, taking responsibility and structure in those kind of realms. Now, okay, Libra. So what else is happening? We have, oh yeah, we have the full moon. I want to talk about that in Cancer. January 3rd, the full moon in Cancer, Libra, in your 10th house of career, straight across from that fourth house we just looked at, straight across on the same line. Here it is, full moon for you, Libra, on January 3rd in the sign of Cancer. Very home and family as well, that sign, Cancer, and can be about your roots as well and what makes you feel secure. We got that full moon there in your 10th house, illuminating something in your career zone, your fame, your reputation, how others see you. Now, this Jupiter's bringing you good luck, right? As you can see, Jupiter, that it looks like a number 4, sort of. Jupiter's bringing you some really good luck here in your 10th house of career. Good time to ask for a promotion. Some of you may be ending your position at work in order to take something new. It could be that you're ending some hours so that you can come over here at home and work some more hours, right? It could be that, or it could be like starting your home business, maybe part-time home business maybe as well. But there is some kind of work-life balance, home and work-life balance, that you are looking at here during Capricorn season, Libra. Okay, having the balance there. And we do see some good luck vibes with Jupiter helping you out in the 10th house. So like I said, it could be a good time to ask for a raise or get a promotion or get that new career, new job that you desire. Now, if you're retired and you don't care about career anymore, right? You're over it. Well, this could just be something to do with the real estate, the home, the family. It could be, um, when we retire, we do things anyways. Like we'd have new hobbies, new things, new ways we make our mark in the world, right, Libra? So you're really thinking about what's next during retirement for you at this time. Some of you maybe sell, like some of you retirees, for example, Libra, could be selling your assets and your home and real estate and things like that, and embarking on a ship, a cruise, and you live there and you get, Medicare, you get maid, you get cooking free, you get everything. I've heard a lot about that, retirees selling off everything and just going to live on a cruise ship. Sounds good to me. So those kind of things, right? Okay, Libra. Let's stop the share, and I'm going to pull some cards for you here for Capricorn season. How exciting, Libra. How exciting. Okay, so we're going to pull from our deck the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand, which comes as a set, by the way, with this one, the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. They do come as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested, Libra. So let's start with the Lenormand. Now, these are its own cards, its own system. You open the box, though, we've chacrified the Lenormand. So you've got your chakra chart here, you've got your color booklet, and you've got your little saying, everything always works out for me. Because if our minds are going to be programmed in this day and age, let's program it for stuff like this. Everything always works out for me. All right, Libra, let's take a look. We'll knock 3 times and see what's in store for you during Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right, good luck happens for you at work with the fox, the lucky clover with the fox. Fox card for me always means work. Sorry, it's just the way she goes. The fox can mean someone, though, is cunning or sly, but I usually don't go that way in my readings. I really focus on the work when it comes to fox card, just the way I am. But good luck is coming to you with the work endeavors, that 10th house full moon, January 3rd in your 10th house of career. So watch for that. That looks good. And Jupiter runs a little bit on this card too for luck too. That Jupiter that was in the 10th house giving you luck, like I talked about too. So really lots of good luck with the work and the career, okay, and the retirement. So let's pull a card now from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle as well. for Libra here in Capricorn season. So exciting. I protect my aura. Oh, wow. Look at the spikes around the heart chakra, the spikes. We got to watch for EMF for you, Libra. You know, I've been seeing some studies about how EMF can be causing neurodiversity problems. So watch out for that. EMF, cell phones, especially, that's a big one. Okay, I protect my aura. We want to protect our energy fields basically from things like toxic people, toxic events, toxic knowledge, too much social media. Turning off your Wi-Fi at night can be a good way to protect your aura. Getting organized, grounding yourself, essential oil sprays, all the things to bring protection to your aura. And then when you go out in public, imagine, Libra, a sleeping bag of your favorite color that feels protective. Mine's sparkly rainbow kind of vibe, but you zip it up all the way past your head before you go out in public for protection. I protect my aura, the energy fields. Okay, Libra, very important for you. Because you're an air sign too, you're up in here communicating. The Wi-Fi is what's coming to me for you in particular. All right, come see me for a reading. Note www.themoontree.org. All right, Scorpio rising, those with their moons in Scorpio. Welcome to Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. And so let's pull up your chart, Scorpio, first. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to look at how everything's affecting your third house of your community. It's the junk drawer, I would say, of the zodiac. Look at all that Capricorn energy in your third house. I call it the junk drawer because there's just so many things that can happen in this third house. So number one, we've got a lot of energy in Capricorn. Having you take responsibility and have some structure in your life in the third house matters. Scorpio, this means with your siblings. This means with your neighborhood. This means with your vehicle too. You'll really, Scorpio, want to watch out for video. Why did I say video? Oh, because video and social media can happen in the third house. We'll talk about that in a minute, though. Okay, just a second, Spirit. We got to finish the vehicle talk first, though. Make sure that there can be an opportunity that you're getting a new vehicle here, Scorpio. Could be that you're selling or you're done your lease, maybe, or you're selling or buying a new vehicle, sure, for the short trips that you will be taking here during Capricorn season. But there's also siblings issues. You might be asked to help your sibling and find structure with your sibling in some way. With all this energy, we've got the sun, the Mars, the Venus, and the Mercury here for your communications, all happening in your third house. This is very neighborhood to your community. So good time to get out in your community. Look, 12, 13, 14. Wow. Now, this is taken on the full moon, January 3rd. So this full moon happening January 3rd in Cancer is happening in your ninth house. There is an illumination and something maybe ending in the ninth house matters here, but there's good luck from Jupiter. There's a lot of scholarly vibes here and learning vibes here. This could be that you've ended, Scorpio, planning for a long distance trip, or you're coming back January 3rd, that week of the full moon, from the trip itself. The ninth house is a lot about expanding your horizons, either through traveling long distance or through education. Very philosophical. Can be very spiritual healing in the ninth house too, especially with Jupiter there with that. It looks like a number 4, especially Jupiter in Cancer there next to the full moon, helping you out, bringing you some good luck, bringing you some spiritual vibes as well. But the ninth house is very philosophical, energy healing and learning and expansion of your horizons. Can be religious as well. Could be a time where in the full moon you're deciding, I don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore. I want to be a Buddhist. I joke because I know that if you're Jehovah's Witness, you wouldn't be watching me in the first place. But what I'm saying is that you're changing, it can be changing religious views or spiritual views or some kind of awakening. Something like that, Scorpio, happening in the ninth house. There's a lot of learning vibe there. And like I said, your horizons are changing in some way. Something's ending in the ninth house too. It could be that you're ending a course of study. Maybe you're ending a course, or maybe you're finally getting your certification in something, a doctorate, a master's degree, a certification, anything like that when it comes to learning. So there's lots of expanding your horizons there in that full moon week. So it looks very good. There's a lot of learning vibes here for you in Capricorn season. Lots of busy. You'll be asked to go on invitation. You'll be invited, I'm sorry, to things. Very good too if you own your own business to get on social media more. The third house likes to communicate, right? So this is all about getting on TikTok, getting on YouTube, making videos, talking, networking, selling, right? Selling your thing, whatever that is for you, just selling stuff. Very good vibe, very good luck for you to sell things here. Okay. And so that looks good in Capricorn season. Make some money. Why not? And have fun in your community while doing it. Could be a good time to host a garage sale too. But there's a very learning vibe too. I wouldn't be surprised if you're taking courses or teaching courses here in Capricorn season as well. You could be the guru, you could be the teacher, or you're just learning something yourself. Okay, Scorpio, let's pull some cards now. We will pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand with the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These are available as a set. They come as a set on my website, Scorpio, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. All right, so let's pull from the Lenormand, very French. And we've chacrified the Lenormand for you, Scorpio. All right, let's see what's in store for you during Capricorn season for Scorpio. Third house matters, ninth house matters. Third house is very communicative. However, Scorpio, this is a warning that we want to be careful of the whip, which can mean a debate. This can mean conflict. Maybe the verbal communications can be a little tense here in Capricorn season. Sometimes I would just ask that you, it's because the law of averages, you'll be surrounded by so many people and talking to so many people, getting invited, getting social media tech, all this action with communications for you in the third house, that it's obvious that not all of them will be favorable. Okay, law of averages. So the whip says that there can be conflicts and debate there. So just listen more than talk and you'll be okay. Ask questions, listen more, show interest in the other person, and you'll be just fine. Okay, the whip. The whip can, in a good way too, though, can mean you're just more in some kind of action, like exercise action. Could be the busyness here, but I'm feeling, because we're very communication for you, that there is some kind of conflict debate there for you. Let's pull a card though from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle for some big brother, big sisterly love for you. Okay, Scorpio, to help with any whip conflicts or debates or arguments that you may have. The pieces fit together. See, there is more than one way to get from A to Z, from 1 to 10, and so on. There's different pathways, right? Everything's kind of like a kaleidoscope, and then you turn it and it all matches together. But the pieces will start to fit for you here in and because this is a number 9 and we have the full moon in your ninth house, January 3rd, I'm going to guess that that week is when the pieces really start to come together and fit. Like the full moon illuminates the answers, the solutions to whatever's going on in that third house matters. This can be with your siblings, your neighborhood, your community, your selling, your branding, your social media, your popularity, and all that we talked about with the third house, right? So pieces will start to fit together. Be patient, okay, Scorpio? Come see me for a reading, www.themoontree.org. All right, Sagittarius rising, those with their moons in Sag. Welcome to Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. Let us share our screen, Sagittarius, and look at what's happening for you during Capricorn season in the astrology. So we do have a lot of action, Sag, in your second house of your money, your income in particular here. Okay, as we see the Capricorn vibes here in the second house. Capricorn asks us to be responsible with our money, with our income, but good luck here with Venus next to the sun. Look at 12, 13, 14 with Mars. Can you believe that? interesting little thing here, and this one's Mercury for communications and selling and things like that. So there's lots of energy for you to make money, okay, Sag? You just got to get out there and you got to sell. Get out there and sell. But on another note, this can mean your self-worth, your values, your resources. Are you valuing yourself, Sag? The more you value yourself, the more other people's value you as too. Now, this can also mean a little bit, Sag, about what are you eating? Are you keeping care of your body? Are you valuing your body, physical self? So this can be diet, nutrition, exercise, things like that as well in the second house. Okay, so watch for that. Capricorn energy itself just asks us to be responsible. Capricorn's run by Saturn, loves to be responsible. Where's Saturn here for you? Saturn, oh, it's over here. Oh, look at that. Saturn's getting up to Neptune soon here in February 2026 in your fourth house of home and family. So that which is, your so Saturn, yeah, there's just a lot of nurturing your inner body. Your body's a temple, that too, and that can help your wealth. But this is a good time to find different ways or different branches, we'll say, different routes, different pathways for money. Okay, that could be getting some more passive income. That could be making an ebook, for example, or a meditation, or whatever. Getting an extra job, doing pet sitting like I do. I've got 5 or 6 different side gigs, okay, and I love them all. Making money the fun way, whatever's fun for you, that's fun. So that kind of thing, but being responsible about it. Capricorn asks us to have some structure with it, make sure we can keep all our promises too when it comes to the money. So there's that. Now we do have the full moon January 3rd, right across from that second house in the 8th house over here. Lots about money for you, Sag, here in Capricorn season. Full moon January 3rd. Jupiter's bringing you some luck in the 8th house. 8th house is about money too, but in a different way. When over here was the second house of your income and making money directly through selling and things like that. Well, this money is like through the government or joint finances through your ex-spouse, for example, or through the government, or maybe this is your investments, your cryptocurrency, your gold, your silver. Buy silver. Okay, Sag. So we've got here this full moon, January 3rd, in Cancer. Very homey, very home and family, very intuitive with the 8th house here. And Jupiter's here bringing you luck. So this is a time to look at your debts. Figure out your debts, Sagittarius. Start paying them off. Be smart with that Capricorn on the second house. Be smart, be responsible. The more friends you are with your money, the more you know and have a budget and see exactly what's going in and out, Sagittarius, the better you are. So there's a lot of self-worth here happening for you in Capricorn season as well. Being worthy. Maybe you've just tried something new here and you're not sure, or you're having imposter syndrome for that new thing. Well, don't, because you're good at it, and just do it. If it feels good, do it, right? There's a song totally about that. Jupiter's bringing you some good luck here next to the moon. Like it's giving you good luck doing those 8th house matters. Now, I just want to say on that January 3rd week, something could open up for you in the occult, the astrology, the metaphysical, learning about tarot cards. Who knows? But there's something very esoteric happening in the 8th house for you that's awakening within you, Sag. Okay, so that looks good. Let's stop the share. And let's pull some cards for you now, Sagittarius. All right, we will pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. These do come as a set together on my website, www.themoontree.org. If you're interested, Sag. All right, let's pull some cards for Sagittarius, Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. What shall we know for Sagittarius in the Lenormand? Very public. All right. Very public Sagittarius. There's some public vibes. This is totally, to me, if you want more money, you got to get out there. If you're a business owner, you want to sell, make more money, create more streams of income in the public. If you don't have your own company and you work somewhere, this is all about, maybe getting a promotion, getting a raise, showing your worth. One time, actually, times in my life when I've wanted a raise, I've created a document saying why I deserve this raise. Very easy for the boss to read and see how good I am and why I deserve it. And it has figures, facts and figures, right? Public will get you more money, but it could be you being shy within the public too, shy to share yourself, be vulnerable. And, but hey, you can't get anywhere without keeping everything secretive, right? The eighth house, that full moon, wants you to be secretive, but the full moon is being like, let's illuminate that shit, right? Sag, let's illuminate that. Let's make you a little more public. Let's make things like your budget, your money more public to yourself too. Illuminate and shine it. And if you're having money trouble, Sagittarius, this is an important thing. The public card wants you to open yourself to seeing and becoming friends with your money and your debt, and then managing it with Capricorn on your side. Capricorn zodiac sign is very responsible and structured in building. So time to get friends with your money and your self-worth. Okay, Sag? Now, let's look at the Power of 8 Chakra Pink Oracle cards. Wow, did that just flip over? And it's very full moony-ish. It's number 18. I trust myself, right? I trust myself. I trust myself with other people. I trust myself with my money. I trust myself going forward in this new self-worth journey of me too. So that looks good, Sag, indeed. I trust myself. Okay, especially during that full moon week, January 3rd. All right, come see me for a reading now. I'm Trina, www.themoontree.org. All right. Capricorn rising, those with their moons in Capricorn. This is your time to shine because we're in Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right, Capricorn, let's share our screen. And I'm going to look at your zodiac chart first, and then we'll pull cards. Okay, so first house itself is where all the Capricorn vibes are happening right here. Okay, look at that, Capricorn. You've got lots of energy. 12, 13, 14. What is that? Venus, Sun, Mars, 12, 13, 14. Mercury here. Okay, so you got lots of vibes in your first house of the self, a new identity. You're pretty popular. Everybody's looking at you, Capricorn, for whatever reason. And you're just popular right now. It's in the stars, right? But I think that the way you do relationships are changing a little bit. Okay, and the way you do community things as well. We do have this full moon on January 3rd in Cancer, right in your seventh house of relationships. Some of you could be ending a relationship because full moons like to end things quite often. So January 3rd, full moon in Cancer in your seventh house can mean you're ending a partnership, a business partnership, could be a marriage. Or it could be just ending some contract or commitment that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe you don't need the Sirius satellite in your vehicle anymore. Or maybe you don't want the Netflix subscription. Well, that's not true. Everybody wants Netflix subscription. But maybe you don't want the Disney Channel anymore. No, I don't know. But you know what I mean? You're probably likely coming to an end on some kind of contract or commitment that doesn't serve you anymore. And Jupiter's bringing you nice luck there for that kind of stuff, Capricorn. So that looks very good indeed. So Saturn runs you and runs all this stuff about you doing relationships and you working on your fitness in the first house, your avatar, your body, right? You're working on that kind of stuff too. But Saturn is over here, almost touching, shaking hands with Neptune. Holy moly. This big conjunction where they shake hands happens on February 17th. So stay tuned for that, Capricorn. But for now, we can know that there is a lot of energy in your third house of your siblings, your community, having structure and very being kind of busy. Hey, like a little bit busy here in the third house too. You're moving around a lot, Capricorn, in some way, being popular, definitely, in ways too. So, keep on keeping on. I do see a lot of vehicle stuff with you. I don't know if it's just short trips or if it's actually getting a new vehicle, buying and selling vehicles, and that'll last for a while here. Okay, but in any case, this is all about choosing the right contracts, commitments for you, Capricorn, in order to feel good. I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to pull some cards for you, Capricorn. All right. Let's pull some cards from the Power of Eight Chakra Lenormand and the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. These are available on our website, www.themoontree.org. And by the way, Michelle is the illustrator of these cards. This is her and her cat, Ollie, who's like 19 years old now. And guess what? Michelle is a Capricorn. So hello, shout out to Michelle, the illustrator of our decks. All right, she's my bestie from BC in Canada. All right, let's pull some Lenormand for Capricorn. What's happening here? Capricorn season, remember that's December 21st to January 19th. What's going on? What's going on for Capricorn? Messages, letters, lots of interesting messages. I think that's because Saturn, is in Pisces, moving up towards Neptune there. We do have a lot of busy I was telling you about in that third house already. We talked about that. But expect some new messages, some new letters. The written word could be text and stuff like that, but often this means an actual letter in the mail. Documents. Now, we talked about how the full moon on January 3rd is in your seventh house of contracts and commitments. So I'm going to say you will be presented with a new contract or commitment of some sort. Paperwork where you got to sign on the dotted line, Capricorn. So that should be interesting. I got to pull one more card to put a little more detail. What kind of contract? What kind of commitment? What kind of letter for Capricorn? Okay, well, it's something that might be a little bit painful. Maybe it's something like you've been delayed. You're getting a new letter, a new correspondence that feels like a pain in the ass. Sorry, Capricorn, not everything is hunky dory and rainbow. Just be aware that you may be presented with something that feels uncomfortable and you'll want to really analyze it. This can also be a warning that you want to look at the fine print before you sign on the dotted line on that seventh house stuff, especially January 3rd with the full moon there. That week of January 3rd, should you be presented a new document to sign, be aware that we want to watch out for any pain or, it's like this. Here's what I'm thinking too for some of you Capricorns. Wow, I like that car. Okay, salesman's like, sign here, buy the car. But there's something in there, maybe the extended warranty thing, or maybe something like that. This is what I'm saying. I'm feeling like we need to look at all the steps because this is a pain in the ass card. There's pain and suffering there. And so we want to avoid this, right? Let's pull a pink card at the pink power of HR to see a little more about this situation, okay? Because I find this fascinating. What do we need to know here? Okay, I make a difference. So this can be, okay, so let's say you get some kind of letter or correspondence or something that either A, you got to look real carefully at before you sign, or B, it doesn't feel so great that you've received this letter in some way, this contract commitment. Maybe you got served divorce papers, Capricorn, right? Something like that. And it doesn't feel great with the suffering card, right? The crossing card. And then you just got to know that you have to find the sunshine. I make a difference. Don't let anybody take this from you. You make a difference into the world. It could be like, oh, you got laid off, Capricorn. You got a letter of layoff, and that sucks. And then your self-worth goes down. You feel shitty about it. You feel like you don't matter anymore, right? You're just a number. Well, guess what? You make a difference, Capricorn. Okay, number 17. 1 + 7 = 8. Number of self-worth, rising out like the phoenix. So whatever this letter could be, just know you make a difference. You're important. You're valuable. And you can scrutinize things and analyze things until you feel comfortable to sign it and stuff like that, okay? And then just realize you are important, Capricorn, and you make a difference and do things that make you fun. Sometimes we lose out on things or shitty things happen, and we think it's poopy at first, but then later it's all for, oh, well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have gotten this awesome thing that changed my life. All right. Come see me for a reading, Capricorn, if you want to dive deeper. www.themoontree.org. All right, Aquarius rising. Those are their moons in Aquarius. What's up? I'm an Aquarius sun. So this is for Capricorn season happening December 21st to January 19th. So let us share the screen, Aquarius, and take a look at your astrology chart first. Okay. Aquarius, we have energy in Capricorn in the 12th house. This is a rest period because it's going to be our time to shine in Aquarius season soon after Capricorn season's done. January 19th. Okay, so we're in a resting zone here in the 12th house. Very psychic too, though. Say we've got 12, 13, 14, Venus, Sun, Mars, and Mercury, communications, all sorts of stuff in the 12th house of the spiritual, the hidden. It could be that we need a lot of rest here as well, but it could be very psychic. You know, you could be getting lots of dreams here. It could be a good time to go on a retreat. Maybe it's that time for a winter vacation while the snow is out. All I've been doing lately is shoveling. I wouldn't mind a vacation myself, but I'm pet sitting and house sitting during the winter. So, you know, that's the way she goes. But for you, it could be different. It could be, Aquarius, that you are getting ready to go on some retreat or hosting a retreat of some sort as well. The 12th house is a lot about just taking a chill pill, relaxing, you know, and for some, it can mean a little bit of visitation to a hospital or to maybe a jail, but hopefully that's not a big thing. Unless maybe you're a nurse, Aquarius nurse, and they could be really busy at the hospital for you at this time. But in general, this is a time to take time out, treat yourself, relax, rest, and find moments of relaxation in the busyness. Okay. Now, the 12th house is across from the 6th house where the full moon on January 3rd is happening. This is the full moon January 3rd, 6th house of work, 6th house of busy, 6th house of day to day. Could be something ending here too, something that you need to end that's toxic in your life, maybe for your mental health. The 6th, 12th line there, the 6th and 12th house, that's on the line can be a lot to do with the mental health and the stress. So, or the full moon might illuminate on January 3rd things that you need to change or end or get rid of. And Jupiter right there looks like a 4. Jupiter in Cancer is helping you. Cancer is a very intuitive sign, has a lot to do with the adrenals and the hormones and the feminine in the body too. So 6th house can do a lot with the body too. So I'm thinking health is coming up for you quite a bit, Aquarius. What can we do to help our health? What does that mean for you, right? And you can use your intuition that's coming to you in the 12th house to know what that is. You know what to do, Aquarius. You just gotta do it. All right, let's stop this share and pull some cards for you, Aquarius, in this Capricorn season of health, stress, relaxation, right? And the day-to-day, making things easier for you. We will pull from our decks the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. Lenormand has been chacrified, folks. And it comes as a set, by the way, with the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. They come together as a set on our website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. Okay, Aquarius, let's pull from the Lenormand. What can Aquarius know for Capricorn season happening December 21st to January 19th? Wow. Finishing up 2025 here, getting into 2026 already. Can you believe it? Oh, we got money. Aquarius, we've got some money happening. That's probably because Saturn's in Pisces. Saturn rules us Aquarians. It's in our 2nd house of money, being responsible. The more we work on our stress and meditation and health and letting things come in, the more abundance and money from the fish card can come to us. So that looks very good indeed. I am seeing a lot of water with the fish, very Piscean flavor as well. It's funny because Saturn, which rules us in traditional astrology, is in Pisces, Saturn and Pisces in the 2nd house of money. So that's kind of interesting there. Also in the 2nd house of what's going in our mouth. I think that it's very important for us as Aquarians to do dietary health things. I'm thinking that trilogy of the vitamin D drop, D3 drops with the magnesium lotion after your bath, or the spray, not the ones you eat, but the spray that goes through your skin. So you get your vitamin D3, you got your magnesium, and you got a little bit of calcium, preferably from calcium rich foods. Okay, that trilogy will really help, and that can bring more money and abundance as well. Okay. uh you know Let me just see here. Jupiter in Cancer with that full moon January 3rd is bringing us luck in our work as well. Sixth house of health. Yes, we talked about health quite a bit in the sixth house, but also having to do with our coworkers, and also maybe rental properties. There could be something abundant money related when it comes to rental properties. Maybe it's time, Aquarius, to create a room like an Airbnb. Make some more money that way, right? Passive income streams could be a thing indeed. All right, let's pull a card now from the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle, like our big brother, big sister, helping us out here, Aquarians, for Capricorn season. Okay, what can we know as Aquarius to help us? Fish, money, abundance, mental health, stress, day to day, making things good. Okay, and very psychic with the 12th house activation, Capricorn season. I noticed the signs. 3 plus 8 equals 11. 11 is that very like portal number. Ooh, it's an 11. I'm going through the portal. It's, the 1111, all that 11 stuff, right? But I noticed the signs, right? There's a lot of, the universe reflects back to us a lot of signs and symbols in all sorts of ways, whether it's numbers, numerology, whether it's feathers, coins, whether it's just psychic imprints, whether it's dreams in the 12th house, right? Prophecy. All these things are happening for us, during Capricorn season in the 12th house of the spiritual and the retreat and the rest and meditation, relaxation. Okay. So you will be receiving a lot of info from the cosmos. Okay. And so, Aquarius, I notice the signs. All right. Come see me for a reading. www.themoontree.org. Pisces rising, those with their moons in Pisces. Welcome to Capricorn season, December 21st to January 19th. All right, Pisces, this looks like a good luck vibe for you in Capricorn season. I'll show you why. We're going to share the screen. I'm going to show you your astrology here and show you why things are really good for you, because Capricorn season is happening in your 11th house of the people and your hopes, wishes, and dreams. So we've got a lot of vibes here. Capricorn's asking us, do you responsible and structured in things? And look at that, Pisces. You've got, the 12, 13, 14, Venus, the planet of love and money, the sun activating your 11th house, and the Mars. Wow, lots of action. Just a lot of stuff with Mercury there too. Communications with people. Could be that you're having new networks, new friends. Maybe you're getting a new job, Pisces, and during Capricorn season, or maybe you're getting a promotion, or maybe you're making new friends. Lots of people in the 11th house for you. So that looks very good indeed. Now, January 3rd is the full moon, which is right across from the 11th house over here in the 5th house. Very lucky. Both the 11th house and the 5th house are lucky, and you're on the lucky line, Pisces. So enjoy that. Virgo also is on the lucky line. You and Virgo are buddies here in Capricorn season, having some luck, right? So there is this full moon January 3rd with Jupiter bringing good luck to you in the 5th house of romance, of your kids, something being illuminated, maybe new messages about your kids. Maybe there's a pregnancy in your family, Pisces, that you'll hear from. Something's being illuminated here, and it could be an ending in some cases with the full moon. It could be ending some friend group that you had from before. And oh, the dog was chewing something and it sounded weird. Okay, you were chewing a ball that sounded funny. Sorry, I'm pet sitting right now. Okay, here, let me throw that for you. Okay, so Pisces, yeah, like there's just a lot of people energy here. It could be illuminating you into how can I have more fun in my life too with the 5th house? How can I have more fun, more romance, more creativity, more cool stuff? good time for you to think about getting into some new hobbies, or maybe some sports teams or little groups of people, maybe a wine and paint night. I don't know, but could be a good time to go out with some friends. Have you been too isolated, Pisces? Is your life boring right now, Pisces? Is it just like, because life is meant to be fun, right? And so the full moon wants to illuminate where can we have more fun and be like a child again, too. But it could also be something illuminated or new, or ending with your children. It could be someone finds out they're pregnant, or maybe, I don't know, there's just a whole bunch of stuff with the kids that can be happening too here. But Jupiter's bringing you good luck in Cancer to help, being making everything nice and lucky. That week of January 3rd could be a good time for you to play the lottery as well. You could have some really good luck there with the full moon on January 3rd. So that week, if you feel the itch to buy a scratch and win or whatever, I would do that, Pisces. All right. Let's pull some cards for you. Whoopsies. Uh-oh. Are we okay? Okay. I dropped the phone a little bit here. All right. I don't have my usual setup. I'm house sitting right now. So just bear with me while I figure this out. Hey, puppy, give me your ball and I'll throw it for you. Hey, give me the ball. Oh, thank you. Here's the ball. All right, ready? Oh, get it. Okay, so Pisces, let's pull some cards for you. We've got the Power of Eight Chakra Lenormand and the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. These are available as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. Let's pull from the Lenormand. The Lenormand, Pisces, has been sacrificed. Let's see. We're lucky, Pisces. We've got new networks, new people in your life here during Capricorn season. New high vibe clients, maybe. I love it for you, Pisces. It's looking good. I love it so much. For Pisces, what's happening in Capricorn season? We got the moon card. Very full moony indeed. This is the moon. This is your feelings. Can be romantic too for some of you during that full moon week if you're single, Pisces. Okay, could be having new romance as well on the full moon week, January 3rd, that week. But in general, this is feelings of, are my friends, are my people who surround me, what I'm doing for my future, my goals, my dreams, are they vibing? Am I feeling it? Right? There's a lot of sentiment going on. And I think that full moon week, January 3rd for you, Pisces, is really going to highlight and bring that to, fruition and things like that, right? You're just having strong feelings right now of things. And it does happen to be with people, feelings of people with the people, but also feelings about your hopes and dreams and goals for the future as well. And also just having fun. And we do have the key, an aha moment. I see a lot of purple. Do you see that? Lots of purple. Purple is the crown chakra for connection. Connecting to other people, connecting to higher, connecting to source, connecting to the universe, connecting to your higher self. Connection. That's the key. Connection. And that's going to help everything. Okay? The key is solutions. It's a yes. It's an aha moment. And we just can meditate, let it come in, and choosing high vibe situations, high vibe people, high vibe everything. Choose the positivity in life and go with your gut. You can't go wrong, Pisces. You're already very intuitive. Now, let's pull a card from the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle as well. All right. For a big brotherly, big sisterly vibe, Pisces. Abundance flows to me. Abundance flows to me. And I told you you're lucky. You're on the 11-5 line. The dog makes funny sounds with that ball. The ball makes funny sounds when she squeezes it with her. She's a little Frenchy bulldog. Okay, Pisces. You do have a lot of career vibes too, lots of 10th house activations as well, and a little bit of money vibes too here in Capricorn season. So it could be money trickling in from your career or business in some way through the people, through some kind of benefactor. That can be a thing where you get the abundance. Abundance flows to me too, just because you know it to be true. You believe in abundance. You believe it. And it doesn't have to just be money, right? Abundance is health, love, kids, creativity. Abundance is a bunch of things. So whatever that means for you, and it's not just money, right? I feel like money is sort of a result of all the other stuff, right? So focus on all the good stuff and all the fun stuff, the fun factor in your life. You'll be doing just fine. However, you could get more abundance from your career and work. Maybe it's getting a new job, and that's why there's new people now, new networks. Could be that. Or it could be that if you own your own business, it's that you're becoming more popular, more seen in the 10th house, too. There's some 10th house activations here because we had that new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th for you that kind of started things off for Capricorn season for you in the 10th house. So career zone for you Pisces too can be a thing. So I don't know. It's really up to you where you can glean the abundance, but it definitely has to do with people. So people are your cheat code to the video game of life. Okay, Pisces? But come see me for a reading and we'll do a deep dive on all your charts and the cards. Okay? www.themoontree.org.